Hello, you amazing friends. My name is Edward, and welcome to our next networking Zoom on mid-August 2021. Can you please hit your unmute key and give the person next to you a round of applause? So, round of applause for the person next to you. Oh my God, just welcome, welcome, welcome on every level. Now, we've got an incredible day or night plan for you wherever you are across the world. Now, first things first is we go for an hour. Please use the chat, share your LinkedIn link, share your webinars, use the chat network with each other. I just want to say a big welcome. And I just want to say as well, out of all the Zooms I've ever run, this has been the best looking group of people out of all the Zooms I've ever run. I want to say Aaron Townsend is looking beautiful and handsome as usual. And we've also got the amazing Hajiba Suab from Paris. So we'll give a wave to Suab and good old Aaron Townsend and friends. So yeah, great to have you with us. Just to kick off the event, I want to open with the legendary and unstoppable Naomi J. Naomi, I want to open with you because you're a master networker. Naomi, what's happening in your world and how's life?
Life is just crazy busy at the moment. Simon and I, every time we go into lockdown, we always get bombarded, I think, in offering assistance to a lot of clients, a lot of new people. And it's been really awesome. I think that people, when they get time to stop, business owners particularly, to stop and be able to put more thought, I guess, into their business and have a little bit more downtime to think about, okay, and plan. It's awesome to be able to share that and, brainstorm ideas and visualize for the future. And it's actually very, very positive, and you feel part of their journey. And Simon and I have been contacted by quite a few people in the last couple of weeks, and we're doing some really awesome projects. So whilst we're in lockdown, yes, it has been a challenge, but these types of projects are really fueling our positivity and motivation, which is really good.
Well, yeah, I mean, you guys winning is the only language in your vocabulary, obviously. And I just want to ask you as well, I mean, you're a master networker. You help run our Melbourne meetups, which is incredible. What are some of your networking tips for people to get the most out of the Zoom experience?
I think jumping on board, particularly at this time with the international Zoom, is really key. So staying connected, and don't feel alone. So I think for the majority of people around the world, you might be in different situations. It's great if you're out face-to-face. If you're out face-to-face, jump onto those networking platforms and go and meet people. Get out there, practice your networking skills so that they're fresh and up to date, and learn from other people. If not, then jump on board. Check out Meetup. See what's out there. Ed and Lassie run events every single week practically, so there's always something. And just meet and start getting familiar with the people in our community, because you just never know. The next person that could be your next best strategic partner is right under your nose.
There you go. And you brought up Lassie. Isn't Lassie absolutely amazing? What do you think of Lassie, Naomi?
She's awesome. Lassie has so much going on in the background. I don't know how she keeps it all together.
Yeah, I tell you what, Lassie is in fact, I want to ask you on that note, Naomi, tell me exactly why you think Lassie is awesome. I want to hear it publicly and being recorded. So I want to give this as evidence in court. So why is Lassie awesome, Naomi?
I first met Lassie at Christmas, just before Christmas last year. And I think Lassie's someone who goes under the radar. Mm-hmm. So I think that I know for a fact that she's a powerhouse. She likes to go under the radar and not speak a lot, but I know that there is so much going on, and all the work that she does behind the scenes is what makes this community tick, really, with all the events and everything. It's just amazing. So whilst I would love to see her join us and speak more often, I know that she's busy, and she's a busy mum too, to two gorgeous children.
A round of applause to Naomi and Lassie, and a big thank you. And Just going to say it's great having you with us. If you just come in, a big welcome. And also, too, I just want to bounce over to the amazing and powerhouse Piero for the moment. Piero helps run our Canberra meetups. He lives just outside of Canberra in a beautiful place called Goulburn. And I tell you what, Piero, you ran an amazing Zoom on Wednesday, and congratulations. That was just brilliant.
I was just doing dad life over there, so I'm glad I ran back from the bathroom. Yeah, thanks very much for the introduction, Ed. Hey, everyone. Welcome to the International Zoom here with Edward and Lassie. Truly amazing to be here every week and keep continuing to build this network. The meetup group yesterday was just absolutely amazing. Everybody turned up, everybody put in effort, and we had some fun. And obviously this group is nearly 40 strong, so it might take a long time to do the same to do the same thing we did yesterday, Ed.
Maybe not. Maybe not today. Yeah, but I got to say, no, you do an amazing job, Piero, and you absolutely have been nailing a Canberra meetup. And I just want to say, can you tell us a little bit about what you're working on and what you're up to?
So what I'm working on at the moment is there's a couple of things that I'm doing publicly with the Creative 8 Society that you're also got your little fingers into the pie with, Ed, and I'm putting in some newspaper editorials. I'm also reaching out to our radio station and just trying to get more of the global crisis stuff going. I feel as if there is a lot going on in the world right now that's greater than COVID, obviously Afghanistan. But I look at things from a very worldly point of view and on a global society level. So there's lots of things that I'm doing, especially with some international leaders, Ed.
Oh, and you're busy kicking butt. And I was going to ask you as well, you're a master networker, you're part of our Meetup leadership team. What are some of your networking tips for people to get the most out of the Zoom experience during and beyond as well?
Okay, each week I try and think of one because I know that you ask me the same question each week. So I'm going to try and think of one really quickly. All right. Reach out to 5 people on this Zoom tonight and start with telling them a joke. Start with a joke. Be your authentic self. Drop the idea about business. I need this to come across the right way. I'm working with some leaders and they're in pain. And the worst thing about that is that they're taking life way too seriously.
Yeah.
And things that are going on right now is painful enough. So when we network like this, the best thing that I can suggest right now to network is be your authentic self and share one of your favorite jokes. Meet someone new and just go, how you doing? Here's my favorite joke for the week. That's a great way to just drop all the walls or let go of all the fears of anxiety and just have a yarn with someone. That's more important right now.
Brilliant. And also to Piero as well, as I was mentioning to you, we're excited today because we've got Anya Ludmilina, who's going to be our speaker later on today. We're going to give her a little speaking slot. What do you think of that, Piero?
I'm really looking forward to it. As long as I stick around, I do have an 8:30 appointment, so I'll have to get back to the recording, Anya.
Yeah, and that sounds good. While I've got you, why do you think Anya's? I think Anya's pretty cool. Why do you think Anya's cool? Because I certainly think she is.
Well, this is the first time I've met her on Z, or what I like to call Zoom. So this is it's going to be
sounds
good
Middle
to listen
East.
to her.
Zoom sounds like a place in Dubai, Zoom or something.
I just want to share with everyone. This is real life. Ready? This is real life.
Hey, isn't he cute? Little
nudie Rudy during dad life here at home.
Oh, no, it's exciting.
Yes, I'll be there in a moment, son.
Oh, Piero, I just want to say we better let Piero go back to JG's. Piero, round of applause to you, Piero. We love your work. Now, big welcome. And I just want to bounce over. We got such a great lineup of winners today. Keep using the chat and please keep making the most of it. I, of course, want to bounce over to the incredibly dangerous and powerhouse Simon Bowden. Now, Simon Bowden, what is going on? Tell us everything, Simon. Don't hold anything back.
How are you? And hello, everybody.
Oof. What do you got for us, Simon? What's going on?
Oh, lots. Like Naomi was just saying before, I think when things are tough, we get phone calls, and we're always there to try to help where we can. So I think I've had 4 Zooms. This is my 5th Zoom today.
Oh God!
And it's just that's life. That's what it is. I think the downside is, though, like I was saying to Naomi during the day today, we just have to. We jumped in the car and went for a quick half-hour drive, only to break the monotony of being in front of the computer for such a long period of time, because working from home, you tend to start at about 7:30.
Yeah.
But you'll still find that you're still on the computer at 6 o'clock at night, which I was tonight. So, and if you allow yourself to do that, you actually finish up doing 2.5 hours more than you would actually at your office. So just be aware of that, and take regular breaks.
Oh, no, well said. And I was just going to say as well, Simon, again, just asking generally, no confidential detail. What are some of the, I know there's a lot of rough times across the world, lockdowns and that. What are some of the issues that you're dealing with?
People having to shut their doors.
Yeah.
And just, you know what, there's people that have just given up. We're now into lockdown. For those, you know, in Melbourne, they would know, but we're now in lockdown number 6, and officially the 200th day of lockdown. And I suppose the uncertainty of business owners, they're just throwing in the towel because they don't know, you know, they try to inject money, they've used their savings, they've used whatever they can to keep their businesses afloat, but they just keep getting locked down. So I suppose the crux of it is that they've just said, right, no, that's enough. We can't do this anymore. So we're going to shut the doors and you know, look at another alternative.
And that brings us to what we were saying. You got to lockdown proof your business these days.
Correct. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
There's many things that you could be doing. Naomi, you know, she's spending a lot of time doing that at the moment. You know, she's, you know, I poke my head in the door. We're literally next to each other in the rooms, and she just sort of looks at me and says, "Go away, I'm concentrating." So it's difficult. Yeah, it is difficult.
Naomi's on a killing spree. She's busy winning. That's why.
Oh, exactly. So, you know, but look, I suppose that the key is not to be. Please don't ever put your head in the sand, because
I've done that. Doesn't work.
Put your head in the sand and you think
Suffocate.
this is going to go away. It's never going to go away. I was talking to someone today, and they were saying that it's likely to be around for at least literally the next 5 years.
Yep.
Before this will you know, in some form go away, if it'll ever go away. So please don't put your head in the sand. There's always options. And the option that could suit your business is literally only one person away. So that's gold, and you know, use it, do it.
Here. Absolutely, Red Pill. Can we give Simon a round of applause? Simon, you're not only smart, but you're very handsome. I just want you to know that. And I'm sure Naomi would agree with that statement. And speaking about powerful and winners and all that, we've got wonderful Pyle on the line. I know Pyle's busy with 3 kids, so I thought we'd grab Pyle nice and early. Pyle, so honoured to have you with us. How have you been?
Thank you so much, Ed. It's always lovely if I can attend the Zoom. I try a lot, but sometimes, you know, life gets into the way, sometimes kids, sometimes I'm already on a Zoom. So for the past, I think 2-3 Zooms, I've not been able to join in. But thank you so much, Ed. And thank you so much, Lassie. You guys are amazing. Like, I don't have any other words. Amazing. Thank you so much for this platform. And I've been good. Enjoying the lockdown.
No, I mean, you're doing a great job of pulling it all together. Pyle, tell us, I mean, you've helped me a lot in life. Tell us a little bit about what you do and how you help people, Pyle.
Right. So I'm a consciousness mentor and an international best-selling author as well. So I just help people move from chaos to clarity. If you're stressed, anxious, you're not feeling in alignment with life, I'm your go-to girl. So please feel free to reach out and discuss what you're going through. If I can help you out, that's good. And you can also reach out if you're not stressed and anxious, please, guys. Like, you just can reach out to me.
Yeah. So
anyone of you.
You're happy or sad, freaking out or in the zone.
Oh, yes.
Reaching out to Pyle's cool, be it on positive or negative reading.
I just love meeting new people, making new connections. And Ed and Lassie, you've helped me meet so many good people. Like, I haven't met Simon and Naomi in real life, but I really feel that I've met you. I don't know why I have that feeling. Anya, I've met you. You're lovely people. Oh my God. I just love the whole community.
We met you in Sydney.
We met you in Sydney, Pyle.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys have Yes. We are all one big family, right?
And the
Together
funny
at
thing
dinner
is,
time.
and the funny thing is, Pyle and I, we probably live about maybe a 14-minute drive away from each other, but it's illegal for us to catch up. So that's just the way it goes. Crazy times. Literally 14-minute drive away.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I got to say, Pyle's amazing. Pyle's helped me out a lot. And also Pyle also does, when you can, she does venture across the country as well, visiting there. So Pyle, just great to have you with us.
Thank you so much.
There's a round of applause to Pyle, and love your work. And also, please keep sharing your links. And speaking about powerful mothers and absolute winners, I don't know if Ali's busy right now. No, Ali Hung's a busy, amazing lady. She's got, like us, she's got kids to look after. Ali, did you want to go while bad time? Do you want to get to later?
I can go. My kid's screaming in my ear here. Hi, Ed.
Hey.
Nice to meet you guys. We're closer than 14 minutes. I think we're like 8 or 10 maybe, but I think we might be just outside the 5K mark because I had Audrey come around and she's like 5.9.
So Audrey needs to go to prison. She's a terrorist. There you go. No.
Hello, everyone. I met a bunch of you guys before. Luckily, I caught Simon and Naomi like at the last meetup in person. Don't know when the next in-person meetups will be. And yeah, I'm the same as Hale, with 2 little ones. It's so hard to jump on, between these sort of times, but I try to get in when I can. So just to see all your lovely faces and connect with all and make sure you guys are all in a good mindset, with all of these craziness happening here around the world. So it's always nice to check in and see how everyone's going health-wise, mentally, spiritually.
Oh, that's incredible. And I was going to say, you're an acupuncturist. Lassie and I have been your very happy clients, and you're a fertility expert, aren't you, Ali?
Yeah, so look, I think it just sort of drove me more towards this niche in the last 2 years, just seeing a lot of women struggling, with falling pregnant, and the lockdowns haven't been helpful. Although I've had a lot of lockdown babies, actually. I guess, you can't really do much except be with your partner 24/7 a lot of the time. Yeah. But I love working in this space of helping, women fall naturally, both, through IVF or through natural means. And I talk about it sort of with the 4 pillars of health. So a lot of my coaching now is around sort of working on the 4 pillars. And this applies not just with fertility, but in health in general. We need to look at the physical body, the emotional, the mental, and the spiritual. So we need to connect all of mind, body, and spirit to be in harmony. Fertility is just one symptom, or infertility is one symptom of the overall picture, but we really want to make sure that across our health and just anything in life that we're looking at, that we're making sure we are always checking in with all of those spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical body of ours, that we're tapping into all of those 4 pillars and making sure that we are spending time on each of those, and to make sure that, you're doing as much as you can to stay mentally strong, to make sure you're constantly in a more positive emotional mind frame, as opposed to a lot of people living in fear right now. And fear is the biggest driver of health and health issues and chronic health issues. So if we can try to remove and eliminate a lot of the fear, which is what is going on at the moment, and try to be positive, try to flip it as much as you can. I know that's fearful times, but we don't want to be living in a fearful state 24/7. We really want to take our really want to be positive as much as we can.
I was just going to say, we've spoken about this topic off camera. Turn off the news. Don't watch the fake news.
Yes.
Don't get sucked into those lies that you see on television.
Yeah, a lot of propaganda. I don't stop watching the news. Like when I knew all this stuff, about 2 years ago, you can check in and find the facts, but you don't have to get caught up in watching, for half an hour, because it's just fear. It's more fear, and, nothing good is ever on the news.
It's propaganda. I think it's purely propaganda.
Yeah, and that, you're never going to hear good news a lot of the time. So why start the day, especially when people first thing in the morning, 8 a.m., they're watching Sunrise or any of the whatever channels. You want to start the day in a positive frame of mind to set the tone of the day for the rest of the day. And, just try and stay positive and just control what you can control. That's a lot of what I've learnt lately, with lockdowns, that there's always going to be things out of our control. That, one thing we can control is try to control our health and try to control the thoughts and our emotions.
Oh, here, brilliant. Can we give a round of applause to Ali? Ali,
thank you all.
Oh, thank you. And Ali and us, we go back here, so make sure you connect with Ali, and great having you with us. So there you go. So
thanks, Ed. Love these.
Oh, pleasure. So just let you know as well, we've got a bit of a new format as well. Probably in the next 5 minutes or so, Anya's going to be our guest speaker. So just let you know, Anya's going to be our pilot. So as part of our Zooms, we now have heroic speakers where they get up to 5 minutes to share on topic. So we have got Anya coming up shortly. But before we do that, what I actually want to do is I want to take a few photos while we're all here, if it's okay. I think now's time to take a photo. We've got quite a few people, so we'll be doing it over 2 screens. So the way you take a photo, my friends, is firstly turn on your webcam. That usually helps. If you don't want to be in the photo, you want to turn off your webcam. And what you do is you want to lean forward a little bit, look in the lens and hold the pose and get a good photo. And I'll be doing it twice because we've got so many sexy people here. So look in the lens, hold the pose and smile. Hold the pose, hold the pose. Beautiful, sexy. We've got image 1. Tremaine looks very handsome. In fact, we're going to talk to Tremaine once we finish taking this photo. And this is the second screen. So again, so we're going to do it again. So get ready, do a different pose so it looks different. Do something totally different and crazy. 3, 2, 1. And big smile. Hold the pose. Sexy people, give yourselves a round of applause. And I was going to say, out of all the Zooms I've run, this is the most sexiest group of people. Just to let you know, if someone's ugly, I don't let them into the Zoom and I kick them out. So if you hear it means you're good looking because I'm very superficial, which is good. So if you hear, you're very sexy. So on that note, I just want to bounce over to amazing Tremaine, then Eileen, then it's Anya time. So Tremaine, it's so good having you with us. And how have you been, my friend?
I've been good. Well, I've been good and bad. Thanks, Ed. It's interesting. It's coming in. Sorry, I was running a bit late. And thank you for the ping, Naomi, to say, hey, we're online. Everyone's here. You got to come. Oh, yeah, that'd be cool. I'll come and hang out. I think in Melbourne, and this has probably already been said, we're hoping to see our way out of this lockdown, and we've kind of been in and out of it. But what happened to me on this one, and I wonder if many of you can sort of relate to this, was I thought it was just going to be 1 week. And so that 1 week was kind of like, I don't need to jump into my home workouts and I don't need to kind of jump. I'll just be a bit of a slob and get on with my work from home stuff because I work from home anyway. And then it became 2 weeks. And now it's just like, well, how long is a piece of string and it's going to go on? So I think I've learned that you've got to have just a solid sort of pivot routine in terms of well-being. And what I mean by that is like, for me, I need to exercise every day or I just get down, I get depressed. It's like, and also I need to, it's not my bagpipes, my neighbours would kill me if I got them out every day, but I need to probably get my guitar out and have a bit of a sing and a play every day. And those two things just give me that sense of well-being and purpose, a little bit of blue sky, a bit of exercise or some weights, doing Adrian's workouts that he's done for me. So it's interesting. I hope you guys are all going well. I feel for those who are in Sydney because, geez, you're doing the long haul with this and it's tough. It can be tough going, and I get that. It's tough. And I think I came in on the tail end of Simon talking, we had a catch up not too long ago to do some content together on just a Zoom video where we recorded it and we got one of my VAs to just do some editing and put some music for it together. We had such a ball for 90 minutes. We laughed our heads off. If nothing else, we had a laugh. Maybe some good things have come out of it. I think some good things have come out of it. So, yeah. I don't know whether there was a really powerful message in that or it was just me ranting on. But thanks for indulging me, and it's great to be here, guys.
And just before you go, Tremaine, I mean, our virtual assistant, we're your clients. We love your virtual assistant, Justine. She's revolutionised our business. Now, you help people get virtual assistants. Is that correct, Tremaine?
Yeah, we do. So if any of you are thinking, how am I going to do things moving forward with the business, and maybe, there's a bit of a stretch in terms of efficiency for cost and things like that, and you want to look at, what would it look like and how might that go if I was to explore using some amazing people from the Philippines, we can sort of just talk you through the process and help you figure it out. And we've got some amazing partners in terms of really smart people, business coaches like Simon and Naomi and Edward and others that we work with, and lots of people in the network that use us. And we can tell you also, if the model that we offer is something that is or is not for you, and point you in the right direction, because there are all others around also. So, yeah, that's what we do.
It's a pleasure. Round of applause for you, Tremaine, and absolutely love your work. I was just going to say as well, before I forget as well, our next Zoom is on next Thursday, 8 p.m. Sydney time. So what I want you to do is I'm going to share with you the link for our next networking Zoom. I want you to click it and book in right now. So just click this link that I've just shared, book in right now. This is to our next networking Zoom, which is on next week. So click that link and book in right now. So the way it works is the sooner we get numbers on Meetup, is the more it takes off. So book into that one right now. Also, if there's anyone good for our free meetups, share the link with them. Our meetups are free forever, so please share that with them. So I'm actually going to bounce over to the amazing Eileen, who's with us. And Eileen, it's such a pleasure. And how have you been? What's going on, Eileen?
Oh, thank you very much, Ed. Oh, with what I'm listening to, everybody is in transition to get out of the lockdown. So everybody is either stressed or either in hibernation. So I help people who is in transition, help you to navigate your emotions from stress, from anxiety to purpose, to get connected with your heart and with your soul to really find fulfillment. So if you sit quiet enough, you'll be able to hear what you really want. So, but most of all, it is about get connected with the heart, and then you will be able to break free. So instead of saying how you're going to get out, sit quietly, be still. And also, we're having a webinar coming up, helping people to build confidence, because in this period of anxiety, they're all losing confidence. So find pain and get passions. That's what my message is. You'll be able to get that. So thank you very much, Ed. And
just on that note, I've had such amazing feedback about your webinars. Is there a link you can share so people can book in, Eileen?
Yes. Oh, I'll pop that in. Thanks, Edward.
Oh my God. Round of applause to Eileen. Eileen, we love your work. And me too. It's funny just reflecting what Eileen said. I got PTSD from my veteran days, and I used to have the worst anxiety, so I can only resonate with that. And what I was going to say is as well, wonderful Lassie just did a networking post. So if you haven't already, click that link that I've just shared. And so what it is that'll take you to Lassie's networking post. So click that link right now and leave a like, leave a comment, and hit that share key on Lassie's post. If you're not connected with Lassie, now's the time to do it. And please follow her as well. And I think Lassie, actually, I want to get my numbers straight so I don't misquote her, but Lassie is becoming extremely dangerous these days. Lassie crossed 77,000 followers, I think, yesterday. Can we give Lassie a round of applause? 77,000 followers. Very few people on earth achieve 77,000 followers, especially on an integrity-driven platform like LinkedIn. So there you go. So power to you, Lassie. Bravo. Now, we've got a new slot as part of this experience. And we actually did a test with our one of our previous meetups, and it went so well. And I was having a chat with Anya, and we decided that Anya will be the first speaker at our international networking Zoom. So basically what it is, about halfway through, which is now, I'll actually keep time of it, and this will be the new system. So up to 5 minutes, we've got the amazing Anya. And and it's a new segment that we've got. And what I want you to do is, while Anya's talking, while we've got future guest speakers talking, is that keep chatting. You might react to what Anya's saying, you might react to what I'm saying, or just keep networking and keep it moving. It also gives you a chance to, have a quick break, grab a coffee and that sort of thing as well. So it's a new section that we're trying, a bit of an intermission with high value content. And Anya, thank you for being our first one in. How are you today, Anya? And what have you been up to? How's life?
Life is good, Ed. Can't complain, really. Happily busy and in balance. Thank you. And yes, we're very lucky, I guess, in Brisbane to be out of lockdown. So very grateful for that. It feels like almost a luxury.
Oh, I'm jealous. And if anything, I'm actually surprised you're out of lockdown. It seems like Sydney's going for the longest lockdown award. We're trying to catch up to Melbourne.
Well, we're behind on that. Yes, you're winning.
Yeah, no, this is definitely a race you want to lose. But speaking of winning, Anya, I'm just so honoured to have you with us as our first speaker. I've enabled share screen if you want to, so you can share your screen if you like.
Absolutely. Thank you, Ed. Would you be flexible with the pilot if it goes over 5 minutes?
A little bit flexible, but let's just go for it. Let's do it. Let's go for it.
Let's see. Okay, great.
Let's do it.
Okay, great. Just bear with me.
Go for it. I'm very excited. You're the pilot. There we go.
Can you see the screen? The glorious. Here
we can.
Oh, we can. Great. Wonderful. Well, thank you very much, Ed. This is a great opportunity. And this is the presentation that I'm doing probably for the 6th time in the span of 2 months, and it seems to be quite popular, the topic popular, how to make quality decisions. And also the things that I will share with you, I think they can help you while you're in lockdown or experience stressful situations, and you need to regain more control of your thoughts and emotions. So things that I will share with you are quite important and can be applied to different aspects of life. So, and this topic is important because our whole life is made actually of decisions, both daily small decisions and major decisions like, shall I stay in the job? Shall I leave the job? Shall I grow? Shall I add something extra to my business or start a new one because the current one is not bringing me enough income? Or shall I keep the relationship I'm in, or shall I leave it, or shall I start a new relationship? So decisions are extremely important. And today I will share with you some strategies on how to prime yourself, how to prime your mind to get into better state, to make better decisions, so you're happier with what you made. And the first foundation, the foundational block of good decision making is actually building self-awareness. And it is a lifetime journey. However, it has multiple benefits. It has the benefits of regaining more control of your thoughts, emotions, your actions, how you feel. It is about self-management, self-discipline, and of course, peace of mind. So what it means, it actually means how we think, how we feel in our emotions, and how we feel in our body. Because thoughts actually can affect and do affect how we feel emotionally. Our emotions affect how we feel in our body, and then how we feel in our body can dictate the next thought. So this loop can become either a vicious circle of self-enslavery and misery, or it can be a golden circle of self-empowerment. So it is very important because our thoughts are communication, but communication we tell ourselves, and the question is whether it's true or not. So working with that, I recommend people writing it down and challenging the thought, particularly if the thought doesn't make you feel good. And emotions are important. They're not to be brushed under the rug. They represent our core needs, and they generally give us signal what works for us and what doesn't. And our emotions also have power to store in our body, particularly if it's a negative emotion and it's not resolved, and it can create neuromuscular blocks. So the second tip would be to align decision-making centers. I know it sounds quite long. However, what it means is just bringing yourself into coherent state, into the balanced state. Because when we go through emotional roller coaster, or when we go through an emotional pendulum, or we experience, on one hand, we can experience negative emotions such as anger, frustration. We can be blinded. We may not notice what actually works for us, what other options. We can't see situation clearly. Or it could be on the other spectrum. It could be being completely disengaged. As Simon said, putting our head in the sand and checking out and not noticing that there is an option, there is an alternative. Maybe just we need to give ourselves right to be patient, and also give ourselves right to notice things and to look for things. So that comes from the premises of the modality that I practice in coaching. It is called MBIT, and it is about aligning multiple different decision-making centers. So basically, it comes from the foundation that we make our decisions from the mind, our head, from our heart, emotions, and our gut, our identity, our courage, and our intuition, of course. And when you have all these centers aligned, when you feel in balance, then you can actually help yourself to make better decisions. Because here's the picture. So on one hand, so in sympathetic mode, we can be in fight or flight response. Or if you can feel frustrated, we can be feeling fearful. In the other hand, in parasympathetic, can be disengaged, we can be sad, that could be depressed, upset. But the ideal state is when we are in the middle for decision making. How to get there? Well, there is one foundational step that I practice with what I do, and it's very simple. It is actually breathing. One of the ways is to breathe. This is what I start the sessions, and then there are other exercises. So it's coherent breathing. It means taking an equal count, taking a breath in on an equal count and breathing out on the equal count. So for example, I would take a breath in on a count of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I would breathe out on the count of 4. So that should, the breath in should equal to a breath out. And it's not just done once, it needs to be done for a few times, but it already can shift the state. And when we're in a balanced state, we definitely can make better decisions, because I don't know if you experience that, but when I experienced frustration or anger and I made some decisions, well, I might say I regretted it afterwards.
Anya, another minute or so, another minute.
Okay, yes, so it's the last one. So the last tip, if you hit the wall, you feel like you need to make a decision, things are not working well, and one day you feel one way, the other way, what do you do next? Well, you actually disengage on purpose. You delay the decision and you take a pause and you fill your mind with something seemingly unrelated, yet that can help you reset your mind to come up with new solutions and see the picture in a clearer way. So here are some examples. I think picture speaks louder than 1,000 words. And these are the tips.
Oh, incredible. I love how you talked about the breathing. Isn't that just so important, that breathing exercise?
It is very important because we involve our physiology, and that can help us, yes, definitely shape the state. And another example would be to actually move the body. And I don't mean you necessarily have to go and do the heavy weight workout, but even a walk, changing your posture, stretching, it can be something minor, yet it can produce a significant change.
Oh, incredible. Now, I know, Anya, you're an amazing and powerhouse lady, and we do have time limitations. Can people message you and talk to you, and they can book in with you for coaching and more? Is that right, Anya?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. I have shared my LinkedIn link.
Yeah, LinkedIn
so
link.
you can certainly reach out, and if that's, and I'll share some more. So yes, please feel free to reach out, to have a chat, to connect. And if you have a question or something confidential you feel like discussing, please do so.
Oh my God. Anya, we're just so honored to have you with us. Can we give a round of applause to Anya? And Anya, you were our first pilot. So it looks like we've got, just say, everyone loves you so much. We've got heaps more speaking slots to come.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Ed, for the opportunity. Thank you, everyone.
It's a pleasure. Round of applause to Anya. Let's give it up for her, and love your work. And keep the discussion going, by the way. Keep the discussion going. I want to bounce over to the amazing Amir Maeschel, who's with us. He looks very much on his PC. Amir Maeschel, how are you, man? Great having you with us.
Top of the morning. I was speaking to John this morning, and he said that I should do this with a bit of an accent. And I was a little bit worried because Tremaine was on here. But since Pierre said that I should start with a joke, I'm hoping that not too many people will take this as any offensive matter at all. So, Ed, I'm sorry if you're recording this, but coming from Glasgow, this is just what we do. If you can't understand, you should have put the subtitles on. If you haven't worked out how to put the subtitles on, just look at the Google, look at the Zoom, it tells you how to do it. Anyway, that's all for me, but really, Ed, I'm a little bit upset at you, and I'll tell you why. It's because these Zooms have been telling me to go for these walks, so now I've been multitasking, and I had my headphones on and walking around, and I got blisters on my feet from this 4 hours of walking, and the walking, talking, all the work means that when do I get a break? So now I'm eating here. Why am I eating? Because if I don't get that to do a break, I can't do the eating and the walking at the same time. One thing is holding your mobile phone. The other thing is holding the Zoom. The other thing is talking and then trying to remember what you're saying and what you started with. So that's where I'm stuck at. So thank you very much. It's you.
Before you go, Amir, you know my favorite accent. Can you do New York and Jew? That's my favorite accent. Can you do us a bit of New York and Jew? I love that.
That's a better Irish accent than mine, Amir, just by the way.
New York and Jew very quickly, Amir. You know I love that one.
Ed, I tell you, you're sitting here all day, and all I hear from you all day long is all about these bagels. Bagels, and then the cream and the cheese. Who can have so much cream? You put all the cream on everything. It makes you verkackt. It's not very good. Not very good. But I tell you what, next time we do something with the bagels, but without the cheese, okay?
Oh my God. Can we give Amir a round of applause? Amir, Amir's also a property expert as well, aren't you, property? In addition to being a master entertainer, you're also a property expert, aren't you, Amir?
Well, for the people that saw us in Queensland, we really were the Ed and Amir show. So the property expo that we ran back in, I think it was, June?
Yeah, about 2-3 months ago, I think.
Wow, can't believe time's flown so quickly. But we had Ed and Amir on stage with 2 microphones, and Ed is a weapon. Ed is a dangerous weapon, dangerous. So for our wonderful friends that I think some of them are here, Thomas, Dean, where are you? Thomas Dean saw the show, so I'd love to hear what you thought of the Ed and Amir show when we were live. Yeah. But yeah, look, absolutely. So I do property. I train property agents, and Richard Thomas, Thomas Dean, and David NG was on board here tonight. They're all doing the assessment at the REIQ, the Real Estate Institute of Queensland. So I'm helping with a lot of the content that I've been doing. Hello, David. Welcome back. So a lot of the content that real estate agents have to do is lots of essays, lots of thorough questions. And the good thing is that it is so compliant and they're so strict on what a real estate agent has to do, to be, and to be able to answer that most people fail. They really do. I mean, you're talking 15 modules, about 1,000 hours worth of study. So it's an absolute pleasure to do some real estate with some really sharp guys and girls. So really loving it. And Priya, who's not here today, but she's doing some great guns as well. So absolutely loving it. My speciality is a buyer's agent. So I help people buy property. I negotiate the price down. If you're getting stuck and you've missed out on an auction, or you feel that it's enough to pay rent for the last year, 2 years, or 3 years, and just sick of getting kicked onto the next place, come and see me. I'll help you buy something that is your security. And you can keep it COVID clean the way you want to keep it COVID clean. Dagnammit.
Oh, beautiful. Amir, round of applause to you, Amir, and love your work. And you mentioned Thomas Dean. Thomas Dean's a great guy. Thomas, did you want to say a quick hello to the wonderful, good-looking audience?
Mate, if Mir keeps doing that to me every time we get on a Zoom meeting, I don't know if I can do my work. Yeah, it's been a pleasure. Edward, since we've met with Amir and everything, in one whole week, I actually smashed out 4 modules.
Wow.
And we've just tackled our last one today, and we actually had to do a 3-person conversation to yourself. So you had to record yourself doing one question, press pause, then press it again and answer the question, press pause, and then do another question. But other than that, so I'm a digital agency. I own my own digital agency, so I do real estate as well, but I also have the digital side. So we've had a big breakthrough the last couple of weeks. I've got the opportunity to have interns come on with me. So we've got 2 interns coming on from Siberia.
Siberia. Wow.
Yes. So that's exciting for us. And I think the government must have been hearing me complain about not having any money. And I got the first grant of $5,000.
Oh my God, I love no. There's no one that loves money from the government more than Edward's ear. That's awesome.
So, and we've met a company over in America that have loved my video that I've done a couple of years ago. That they're going to actually use that video for their my face for their business.
You're a handsome man. Why the hell wouldn't you?
So yeah, so it's been full on, and yeah, we're enjoying it. But the studies have been keeping my toes up and everything, and keeping me up at night and exhausted in the next day. But I'm loving it.
Oh, it's a spirit. Thomas Dean, we love you. Can we give a round of applause to amazing Thomas Dean? Thomas Dean, we love your work. I want to bounce over to the amazing Richard Thomas and then Nicole Yates, who's with us. And Richard Thomas, I got to say, great having you with us again. Your backgrounds are just incredible. I got to say, you're a man of creativity, Richard Thomas.
Well, it's, I have to credit to the creative people who post things, those other great free photography sites. There's for anyone who needs some awesome photos, Unsplash is my favorite. It's just got some awesome stuff on there. For stock imagery. It's fantastic. Anyway, good to be here with you tonight, Ed. Thank you for your welcome. And a big shout out to Amir as well for his real estate coaching training. It's been superb, helping us through Thomas and me through our modules. So look forward to smashing out the rest of it over the next few weeks. So Anyway, but as far as the rest of what I do, I am actually a chatbot strategist, and I actually looking to, aside from real estate, I'm looking to connect with people who run e-commerce stores. So e-commerce where they might have, if they have e-commerce, would love to connect with them, so I can help them out with my messenger competition marketing service, which helps them grow their sales in a huge way and at the same time build their list very quickly. So that's who I'm looking to connect with. If you need some help on that front, give me a hoy.
And just while I've got you as well, with a chatbot, you can plug that into your website, messengers on Facebook. Is that right?
Yeah, you can use them in connected directly to advertising on Facebook. You can put them in links in emails. You can put them on your website. You can have your Facebook page hooked up with a chatbot. There's all sorts of places you can do it. You can use QR codes on printed material. The sky's the limit, really.
Oh, incredible. Richard, we love your work. Can we give a round of applause to Richard Thomas? Richard, amazing. Pleasure. And amazing Nicole Yates is here. I'm a huge Nicole Yates fan. She's, as I keep saying, I've died once in life. She's died 3 times. So Nicole wins on that one. So Nicole, how are you? How's all your brain health and all your authoring coming along?
I'm going great. Thank you, Ed. Still helping people to reach their highest potential and be their best. Now, can I ask you, have you ever lost your car in a shopping centre car park?
I once lost my car really bad. This is just before I met Lassie. I once lost my car really badly at Westfield Parramatta. Took me 45 minutes to find it. It was appalling.
Okay, well, I help with that sort of thing, developing strategies so that you never forget where your car is parked. Stop embarrassment with people who you can't remember their name, although they remember yours. I help with all those sorts of things, internal and external strategies, because we only have about maximum 20 to 30 seconds to take that short-term memory and turn it into something longer. And with names, it's only 6 seconds. You've got to do something with it. And I teach all those sort of strategies. Also working from the internal with the omega-3 supplements, and got the whole package, internal, external, get your life right.
Oh, you do. And I've got to say, I love your passion, Nicole. You are dangerous, and I love that.
Thank you, Ed.
Round of applause to Nicole. And Nicole, please share your links so people can check out the great resources you have.
Yeah, for sure.
Pleasure. And I got to say, and also too as well, please keep sharing your links, keep the chat going. I'm seeing nothing but walls of applause for Anya. So we can give Anya a round of applause again. Anya is extremely dangerous, and power to you, Anya. And I just want to say a quick, amazing hello to my friend Michael Gray. Michael Gray and I go back years. He runs a very successful events company and also does online events as well. So if you want someone to look after your online events, Michael's amazing. Michael, great having you with us. How are you, my friend?
I am really good, thank you. And thank you so much for asking. And it's been fantastic to know you and Lassie over the last 5 years.
Want to tell us a little bit about the successes you've had lately and how you help people?
Absolutely. So I guess with the whole unfortunate COVID situation, we pivoted into online events. So our key clientele is expert speakers, consultants, authors that have a message to share with a particular community, and we help them to find that community. So for example, earlier this week, we had a presentation on how to deal with a difficult landlord in COVID-19 situations, 400 registrations, over 180 attendees. And that was after 4 days of promotion because the client came to us a little last minute. But we've got another big online event happening in November, 15,000 attendees, second annual event. So that's the World Leader Summit and stacks of different types of events. So yeah, we'll do any kind of online event from 20 people to 20,000 people, basically, and find your ideal clients to attend.
You just nail it. Michael Gray, Graham, just round of applause to Michael Gray. And I just want to say, appreciate you. Now,
and I've also just shared my link to book a call if you would like to do that in the chat.
Yeah, please do. And just so you know as well, on our Canberra meetup, we had Whitney along. Whitney works for you. Is that correct, Michael Gray?
That is correct. So we actually have 21 people working for the business at the moment. So, yeah, a bulging event promotions team, production team. So, yeah, keeping very busy.
Oh, it's a spirit. Michael Gray, love your work. You are powering through COVID, and that's what we like to see. Pleasure. Now, I just want to open up the floor. If you want to speak or say hello to the room, please put up your hand. You can put up your hand physically or hit the hand up button so I can see. So if you want to say hello to the room, please put up your hand and I'll pick 3 people. We'll start with Toms, Cami, and Alessio. Toms, the floor is yours. Go for it, Toms.
Everyone, greetings everyone for Panama, and I just wanted to say thank you everyone for the really amazing way how to start the day, because for me it's 6 o'clock in the morning, and yeah, it's just amazing vibe and just setting the day, the right intention. I also wanted to say thank you for Anya for a great presentation. It's just amazing tips. Move your body, breathe, be present, and just manage yourself into that middle state between the parasympathetic and sympathetic systems. And that's where the best decisions come from. That's where you feel the best, and that's where you want to be. And shortly about me, I'm a mindset and yoga coach, and I help people to learn to love their stress. Thank you. Have a great day.
Love it. I was honored to be interviewed by Toms. So Toms, we love your work, my friend. Just amazing. It's amazing. We'll bounce over to wonderful Cami, Alessio, then Justine and Heather. And if you want to speak, put up your hand. Just click the hand up key in Zoom. It works quite well. Cami, the floor is yours.
Hi, thanks for this network. I so much enjoy meeting new people, helping other people with their health, wellness, and beauty. Also money. So I'm not going to leave that one out. So yeah, it's nice connecting with everyone. My details are in the chat box. Thanks, Edward.
Oh, short and sweet. And Cami, you're a health coach and you help people across the world. Is that correct, Cami?
Yeah, that's correct. 26 countries, but I'm not going to say the whole countries. Yeah. So yeah, if anyone's interested, just leave a message on my LinkedIn or Instagram. I'll be happy to have a talk with you. All right, thanks.
Cami, round of applause to you, Cami, and we love your work. And we'll bounce over to our amazing Italian stallion, Alessio Renato. How are you, Alessio, and how is Italy, and what's it like being an Italian stallion?
Yeah, thank you very much, Edward. And we are okay in Italy. Some spaces are not knocked down, so we can go out without masks.
Wow.
Hopefully. So I know that in Australia some cities in lockdown, so I hope you get better.
Oh, thank you. I was just saying before, where we live, you need to wear a radiation suit. You got to carry extra ammunition and take a sword with you. It's pretty crazy. So there you go.
Yeah. So thank you very much, Edward, for giving me this speech. And I'm Alessio from Italy. I'm a wine investor looking for the excellencies inside this wonderful world, giving value to small producers, avoiding they are the product of the big giants. And also, I'm working in investments. I work for an academy where we are educating people to finding their way to have extra incomes alongside their work or studies if you are studying. And also, I really love this meeting because people who spoke gave some value to all the people. So I will put my details in the chat box, and I hope to have some meetings with you all, like a one-to-one or something like this. And you can type to me on LinkedIn. And thank you very much, Edward, and see you soon.
Alessio, it's a pleasure. Round of applause to you, Alessio, and great having you with us. And we'll bounce over to Justine Fox. Justine, you're the first one in, and here you are. How are you, Justine? What have you got for us?
Well, I'm actually working for ICT marketing at the moment, doing a community lifestyle program. And it's basically like you can donate to charities of your choice, with all your members can. And then there's also sporting clubs and schools they can donate to as well. So it goes back to the grassroots as well. And merchants can sign up for free at the moment, but they don't get any pink dollars. And because if you pay $100, you can get $1,000 in pink dollars. But if you sign up for free, you don't get that.
Cool. Have you got a link or something we can check out or sign up at, Justine?
They can contact me on LinkedIn with their number, and I can give them a call and give them all the details.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Make sure you share your LinkedIn link, Justine.
Yeah, done.
Oh, beautiful. Round of applause to you, Justine. It sounds good. I like how your camera's on. It's like I'm on a radio show. It's burning the midnight oil with Edward's ear. So thank you, Justine. Great having you with us. Let's bounce over to Heather Mitchell. What have you got for us, Heather?
Hi, Ed. How's it going?
Oh, it's always great seeing you, and I love how you're always so happy. What do you put in your coffee?
I don't know. I'm just a very natural optimist. I've always been that way, so that's good, isn't it? Especially in these times, right?
Oh, yeah. I think optimists are a very rare commodity in these days.
Definitely. I mean, the thing is, one thing we've learned is that change is here for good. So we just got to get used to it and embrace it. So here we are.
You're a smart lady. Tell us a bit about what you're up to, Heather, and how you help people.
Yeah, well, I'm a financial well-being mentor, and I love helping women to get rid of all those blocks in their minds and welcome in wealth and the life of their dreams, and also teach them the practical side. So I do kind of the both esoteric and also the practical side of teaching them exactly how to invest and how to get started, and also to do tech and crypto investing.
There you go. And it's amazing. And you live in the beautiful south of Sydney, don't you, Heather Mitchell?
I do indeed. That's right. Yes. Unfortunately, we're locked down still, but there we go.
There you go.
It is what it is.
Just keep on your radiation suit and just take a sword with you, and you can fight off those giant scorpions, no problem.
Will do.
Round of applause to Heather Mitchell. Love your work. And we've got Hema Rao with us. Hema, pardon me if I mispronounce your name. Say hello. How you doing? Is it Hema or Hema?
Hema.
Middle
Can
Eastern
you hear me?
Gotcha. How you doing, Hema?
Lovely to meet you all. This is my first meeting. I'm so excited to meet you all. Wonderful people in the group. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, Hema. Tell us a bit about you.
Yeah, I'm actually, I'm an entrepreneur. I run 2 websites, one for baby products and one for the pet products. I've been selling baby products and pet products from all over the world for more than 20 years. I set up my own websites, and I'm very, very passionate about it. But right now, last year, something happened in my life, so I just kind of changed, like life coaching. I'm a strategic life coach right now. A strategic intervention life coach, so to say. I got trained by Tony Robbins, and I just started my own business. Yeah.
Wow, exciting.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you, Hema.
Thank
Sounds very
you.
exciting.
Thank you so much. And my niche is supporting new moms.
Very good. Can you share us your LinkedIn link or something like that, Hema, so we can connect
I
with you?
did share it before, but I can share it again. Absolutely.
Share it again. Can we give a round of applause to Hema? Hema, great having you with us.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Pleasure. We've got John Attridge. And I was going to say, if you want to say something as well, just click put up hand icon so I can see you. But John Attridge, how are you, my friend?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the call. It's been a lovely pleasure catching up with you all again. And just exciting thing happened to me yesterday. Signed my first book deal. Hey, happy days. So it's going to be on why 50% of people in business survive despite their best efforts not to, and the other half fail. So you better be careful, because I don't think there's anybody in this room that's part of that. One, and we're going to be full of golden nuggets. I'm part of the One Golden Nugget organisation globally, which is getting one little nugget that thought leaders and business owners around the world have collected all into one big book. And part of my book's going to be sharing some of the nugget and wisdom that some of the best minds in business in the world have shared. One of the little tips came from Kevin Byrne, who started Checker Trade here in the UK out of his garage and sold it for £78 million.
Wow.
In Aussie money, that's like 150 million Aussie dollars. So not a bad job for a guy that couldn't get a job anywhere else. One tip he gave me, and that resonated with me, that might be useful for everybody, he said that most people spend 7 to 11% of their turnover on promoting their business out into the big wide world in all its formats. But they spend 80% of that money on people that they don't know. Try flipping it around and spend 80% of the money on existing customers and see what happens. There you go. Little tip.
I couldn't agree with you more. That's exactly what we do. Round of applause to you, John, and please share your links and stuff, John Attridge. It'll be a pleasure. Now, would anyone else like to say something? If you want to say something, now is your chance. Feel free to unmute and say hello. David, yeah. Oh, please, whoever, just unmute and say hello. Go for it.
Hi, everyone. My name is John Sinidas. I'm actually working as a virtual assistant under 24/7 Direct with Tremaine and the bank. Also, I'm working as an executive assistant of our awesome buyer's agent, Amir Maeschel. So if you need or if you need help with buying a property, we recommend Amir Maeschel. He's the best guy to help you out with this. That's all.
There you go, John. Love your work, man. It's a pleasure. And John's a great guy. We've had many chats. John is a man of integrity. And John, great having you with us.
Thanks, Dwayne. I'm sorry. Thanks, Ed.
Yeah, my name is Edward, which is good. A bit of trivia. My actual name's actually Ahmed, but I think Edward's way better than that. So a bit of trivia for you. There you go. So who else would like to say something? If you want to say something, please unmute. Now is your time to do so. If you want to say something. Amir, go for it.
I just wanted to give a shout out to some of the people in this room who've really been a great help to me. Simon and Naomi, you guys rock. So we're inventing new businesses and new logos and new business plans, and we haven't come out with anything yet. We haven't announced anything publicly, but big things are coming, and I wanted to give you guys out a very big shout out. Simon and Naomi, you guys are the team. So keep up the magic work you do, keep smashing it out, and it's lovely to see what you guys can do when everybody else is scrambling, running for the hills, trying to hide, and you've got your focus on what's important to your clients, what's important to you, and you keep doing what you do best, because you guys are the professionals. So well done to you, and thank you so much. I'm so impressed with the work you guys have done for me.
Oh, my God. Round of applause to Naomi, Simon, and, of course, Amir as well. Love your work. And there you go. And by the way, do you like my cup, everyone? It's a kangaroo kicking around a soccer ball. I'm a dad now, so I'm allowed to have cheesy dad cups. There you go. Would anyone else like to say something? If you want to say something, please unmute and go for it. Now's your time to do so. Unmute and say something. No. Okay, well...
I'll put my hand up and just say it's actually very nice of Amir to do that nice shout out. So I appreciate that, Amir.
Yes, thank you very much.
It's always
very nice.
I mean, we're always doing so much work for everybody else. We tend to forget about ourselves. So
yeah. But you know what's awesome is when we get to work with someone like yourself together on a project. It doesn't happen all that often where we actually get to work on the same project.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It's awesome.
That's good.
So thank you.
Okay, beautiful. And I guess if there's anything anyone want to say, unmute. Now's your time to say so. Does anyone want to say anything? Unmute and tell us right now. Anything you want to say?
I want to say something. Can I, please?
Of course, David, please.
Thank you, Amir. Thank you, Ed. And I just want to thank Amir and Thomas to help me out with the real estate license. I'm going through the course now, and I need lots of help. And yeah, Amir gave us a lot of support and his patience, and I really want to say thank you for that.
Oh, here. Just so much winning. Anyone else want to say anything? Now's your time. Unmute and say something. Going once, going twice. Sold. That is the official closing event. And before you go, we're going to have a closing thought. And Richard Thomas, I don't know what it is. Richard Thomas, I don't know what it is. I have divine intervention. Richard Thomas has to deliver our closing thought tonight. Richard, what's your closing thought, my friend? I want to hear your red pills. Give us a red pill, man.
My red pill, good. It's a good one, Ed. Maybe it's that sort of lightning sort of flash coming out of my head or whatever it is. Maybe that's what it is. But speaking of lightning, you know how lightning, comes from the sky, heads to the earth, and that's like the transfer of electricity and electrons back to sort of like a discharge from the charged atmosphere back to the ground, which is, that's why Amir would know, every house is earthed. Has an earth circuit.
I'll challenge that.
What else? How does it have an earth circuit?
Well, that it kind of goes from the earth to the sky.
It's not necessarily strictly the case in that it always comes down, but yeah.
Anyway, you're talking about lightning, Richard. Tell us.
It's a discharging of it's a balancing of electrical energy between the two. And that's why we have an earth circuit in our house. It balances. It's part of that whole electrical process. Anyway, so we're the same. Our bodies are the same. We can build up a positive charge, and because we all wear these sort of synthetic shoes, synthetic soles, we often don't discharge that. So that causes stress.
It's like when you zap someone, like you touch someone.
Well, that's part of it too, but it can even be just a lower level than that can even cause issues. So. My red pill for tonight is just get outside, stand on the grass, bare feet on the ground, whatever it is, or even sit on the ground. But don't have to stand. Just do it for 15, 20 minutes. See if you can do that each day, so you can actually discharge those that build up you've got in your own body back to the earth. So it's called grounding. So if you ever want to look it up, I actually came across an article a couple of weeks ago. I've known about grounding for quite a while, but I came across this article that explained the science behind it all. It was really fascinating. And so what it actually does, when that balancing happens, obviously, in the process of health, the free radicals that form in your body are the cause of all disease and whatever happens in the body, the electrons. So the balancing out actually gets rid of those extra electrons that are floating around. So actually it's a anti-inflammatory effect, a general anti-inflammatory effect in your body by doing that. So if you can't get out there on the ground, do that. You can actually buy equipment like grounding sheets for your bed, grounding mats to stand on in your house to actually have the same effect. There you go. That's my red pill for tonight.
What a red pill. Can we give a round of applause to Richard Thomas? And of course, a round of applause to yourself. Thank you for coming. Such an honourable pleasure. Feel free to unmute, give a round of applause, and see you all next time. And love your work, everyone.
Love your work. Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Hey, everyone. Nice to see you again.